Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Master channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about yet another project that has been added to Coinbase's roadmap, and that means this project will definitely get a Coinbase listing pretty soon. And this project is called Audius, or the audio token, right? If you watch till the end of this video, I'll tell you guys how I managed to figure out that this token will get a Coinbase listing and how I knew that this token has already been added to the roadmap of Coinbase. And for that, you need to watch till the end of the video to figure out how I did this technique so that you can also do the same and get ahead of the crowds so that you can buy this token before it starts shooting up, right? So before we talk about this project, I want to talk to you guys about the fact that you need to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website audius.co in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about that, I want to talk to you guys about Getitio. Getitio is one of the major centralized exchanges that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on other major exchanges such as Coinbase or Binance. What this means is if you have a Getitio account, and if you invest in these low market cap gem tokens, you stand a chance to make 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on these cryptos, right? And if you don't already have a Getitio account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description to set up a Getitio account today. And by doing so, you get the following benefits. So when you go to their platform, you can clearly see that you can directly buy cryptocurrencies from their platform using Visa, debit card, as well as through bank transfer as well, to buy cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and several other coins directly with your cards or from your fiat, right? Apart from that, you can also see that they have price information that they provide for pretty much all the tokens, including the large, small, as well as the medium market cap tokens that they have on their platform. And some of the small market cap tokens, you can only find the price information through Getitio, right? And if you see here, you can clearly see that you can trade multiple different tokens on Getitio. And a lot of these tokens are low market cap tokens that pretty much get listed only on Getitio before they get any other exchanges listing, right? And you can also buy tokens through multiple different trading pairs, which includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, and USDC, and multiple other trading pairs as well, right? And when you buy these low market cap crypto, while you're holding on to it before it starts mooning, you can actually start earning passive income by depositing them on Getitio through their own platform, where you can either lend it out for interest, stake it, or provide liquidity or participate in dual investment, and several other techniques that they have in order for you to earn a passive income through your crypto, right? If you are a person who wants to trade and you don't have a trading strategy, you can also use their copy trading method to copy trade some successful traders out there or professional traders so that you can replicate their own success, right? If you're a person who wants to buy, sell, and trade NFTs, but you don't want to pay extremely high gas fees, then Getitio also has you covered as well, because they have a dedicated NFT trading platform on their site. But the only thing is that this will be a centralized platform, therefore you don't have control of your private keys, which is something that you need to know. If you are a person who wants to buy tokens at the lowest possible price point in their IEO stage, which is the initial exchange offering stage, you can use their startup platform, where you can invest in upcoming projects that will exclusively launch in Getitio. And these are projects that are vetted by Getitio's team, so you can make some really good gains in the short term, mid term, as well as long term when you buy it from their platform, right? So as you can clearly see, Getitio has a whole host of tools and information that will help you to make some passive income in the short term, mid term, and long term, right? So if you don't already have a Getitio account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description to set up a Getitio account today. And by doing so, you not only get the following benefits that we discussed right now, but you also get a 30% trading fee rebate on any trades that you make on Getitio, right? And if you can only get this referral bonus through using the link in the description, because it is a referral link. And by doing so, you're also supporting the Brutal Master channel, for which I thank in advance. Going back to the audio token, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information present on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Audio or Audius? Audius is a decentralized music streaming protocol initially built on POA network, but now living on Solana. So clearly, it's as the name suggests, it's an audio-based platform where you can stream music in a decentralized manner. It was initially built on the POA network, but now they have migrated to Solana because of the extremely high the market cap, as well as the fact that Solana is also a fast-growing blockchain, and therefore they migrated to Solana, right? So Audius was launched to remedy the inefficiencies in the music industry, which is plagued by intransparent music right ownership and intermediaries standing between artists and their audience. So clearly, they are solving one of the major problems in the music space, which is currently in the centralized music industries. There's a lot of intransparencies, and there's middlemen, and there's not a lot of connectivity between the artist as well as their audience. So all of these problems are solved by Audius, right? Audius aims to align the interest of artists, fans, and node operators through its platform, powered by the native token Audio. So they are using their Audio token, which is the native token of the ecosystem, in order to align the interests of artists, fans, and node operators by powering the platform that is Audius, right? So they're using the token to power their platform. Artists can upload music stored and distributed by content and discovery nodes that fans can listen to for free. So how it works is, if you're an artist, you can upload music that is stored and distributed by content and discovery nodes, and your fans can directly access that music for free, right? There's no middleman, they directly get access to that. And currently, Audius rewards content creators through rewards like featuring in the weekly trending list. So the more music and the more popularity that an artist gets, they will basically earn a revenue through Audius, which pays in the Audio token, right? In the future, it plans to integrate stable coins for artists to offer paid content, as well as artist tokens that give fans the ability to access exclusive content, potentially cooperating with platforms like Rally. So currently, there is not a lot of major features available, but there are key features that are available for artists as well as for fans. But in the future, what they're planning to do is they're planning to integrate stable coins that will provide a stable income for artists, which will be beneficial for the artists, as well as the fact that they get a paid content option where people can pay to buy songs from their respective artists, as well as the fact that the artists can access their fans directly and provide exclusive content, along with cooperations with platforms like Rally, which support this exact same thing, right? So clearly, they are planning to grow and explode in their popularity in the future as well, right? So the next section talks about the founders of Audius. So this is not really relevant for the purpose of the video, so I'm going to skip this section. If you guys want to go through that, you can go through that yourself on CoinMarketCap's page, right? So the most important section of this video is what makes Audius unique. So why would you choose to put your money on Audius compared to several other tokens, right? The Audius ecosystem consists of 4 main participants: artists, fans, content nodes, and discovery nodes. So there are 4 key elements to this ecosystem, right? The first thing is artists, obviously the content creators themselves, the fans who consume the content, content nodes which secure the network, as well as discovery nodes that help an artist get discovered to their fans, right? Artists publish content on the Audius content ledger. So clearly, artists publish their music as well as content through a ledger called Audius Content Ledger. They can do so at no cost, and music is streamed at 320 kbps, comparable to standards of Spotify and Google Play Music. So clearly, they are trying to give the exact same user experience for their platform, for the fans who use their platform, just like how Spotify as well as Google Play Music provides it, right? Because of Audius's decentralized nature, there is no copyright protection, although the protocol is working on an arbitration system that will be overlooked by the community. So clearly, there's one disadvantage that they are openly addressing, which is, since it's decentralized, there's no copyright protection for artists. Anyone can steal someone else's work and pretend to be someone else with no real form of justice in place. But luckily, they are working on a solution for that, where they are obviously trying to create an arbitration system which will kind of go through content and verify if the author is actually the artist or not, as well as this will be something that will be community driven. So community members will have a say in how this will happen, and they'll probably even review the content on a regular basis, right? So that's something that's coming in the pipeline. Artists can use Audius to experiment or share bonus tracks, and the platform plans to include artist tokens to facilitate monetization subject to artists staking audio. So one other thing that's coming up in the pipeline is that if you are an artist, you don't really have a lot of revenue streams with Audius right now. But in the future, one of the things that they're planning to implement is that artists can create their own tokens called artist tokens, and they can give it to specific fans, and in return, the fans will be paying a monthly or a bi-weekly or some kind of a fee in order to keep subscribed to their content creators. And this will provide a new stream of income to content creators, provided the content creators or artists stake audio token, right? So this is kind of like something that's going to come in the pipeline pretty soon, which will definitely make Audius one of the most popular platforms for artists to stream their music, right? Artists can also participate in reward schemes that see tokens airdropped to the most popular artists. So obviously, there's another exciting feature that will be coming in the future is going to be, if an artist is extremely popular, they will get airdrops for other tokens, which will increase their value even further, right? Fans can listen to tracks for free and may in the future be able to stake audio to participate in artists' growth on the platform. They can also showcase their verified NFTs through the platform and earn different badges. So other cool things from the fans' perspective is that if the fans stake audio tokens, depending on the proportion of the tokens they stake, they get exclusive benefits, which includes obviously like getting consistent content from their artists, as well as there's an opportunity to buy NFTs and get verified NFT badges if you're an active fan. And you can earn different badges and rewards through that, right? So those are all additional features that are coming in. Content nodes maintain the ability of content on Audius, the platform's native extension to IPFS, and artist's client elects a set of nodes to do so automatically on the artist's behalf, while fan clients fetch the content, submit proof, and request keys to content nodes. So this is a little bit more technical because the content node provides a little bit more technical contribution to the platform itself. Overall, what you need to understand from this is that the content nodes basically get the content from the artist, and they perform some form of verification function, and then they publish it in order to facilitate the entire ecosystem to function, right? Artists could also choose to run their own content nodes and maintain greater control of the content distribution. The content ledger maintains a record and a single source of truth for all actions on the protocol. So obviously, content node is one of the main nodes of the protocol itself, and if artists want to get much more distribution control, they can run their own content nodes, but that's pretty much where the content nodes functionality ends, right? Discovery nodes index metadata queryable by users. In other words, they enable users to find new content and act as its registry on the platform. So as they mentioned, the content node helps in distributing content, whereas the discovery node enables fans to consume newer contents, because music is something that a lot of people want to listen to on a dynamic basis. So they want to listen to newer music from different artists on a consistent basis in order to stay subscribed to a particular page or a platform. So in order to enable fans to get different music from different artists, the discovery node performs that function, whereby they kind of run through different artists' content to different users, and users can choose to listen to a particular track from a particular artist, and thereby making themselves a new fan of that particular artist, right? So that's how the discovery node works. So that pretty much covers the overview of what Audius is, and these are some of the main reasons why Audius is a platform that you should not be missing out on, right? And if you scroll further below, they talk about the security of the network, which is very important. So as I said previously, they were in a different blockchain, but now they are currently in the Solana blockchain, which is also a very secure blockchain. It is not as secure as Ethereum or Bitcoin, but it's definitely secure compared to several other newer projects that's coming out there. So they are definitely, the Audius network is definitely relying on security of Solana for their own benefit. But the problem is Solana does have its own shortfalls. It does have outages every once in a while, which Audius will also be affected by. and there is also lots of other controversy where Solana is claimed to be much more centralized than other platforms. But overall, regardless of all the controversial claims, Audius's network is secured by Solana, and Solana's security is protecting Audius network's security, right? Obviously, that doesn't mean that the platform won't get hacked or exploited. This is just the main security that they're relying on, right? So now that we covered all this important information, let's go to the website itself to see what else they have. So if you go to the website audius.co, first of all, when you log in, when you basically log into their website, it will provide you with an option to either open the Audius app, which is the app that is starting to get more and more popular these days. You can directly download it, on your phone, and you can access the music in a decentralized manner, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And if you close that, you can see they have a pretty cool website overall. You can basically discover new and exclusive music on a regular basis, upload, share, and listen while earning audio token rewards. So if you're a content creator, you earn audio tokens. If you're a fan, you also earn audio tokens, right? So clearly, they're providing incentivized mechanism to draw in more fans as well as artists. So you can click here to sign up for free. You can download this app, as I mentioned before, on App Store as well as in Google Play. And you scroll further below, this is the user interface, which looks pretty cool and very professional, as well as it looks kind of like a centralized, kind of like a layout, just like on Spotify or Google Play, Google Music Store. So clearly, they are trying to become a go-to place for decentralized music, right? So that's pretty interesting. The next generation Web3 streaming platform. So you can read through all of this because we basically covered all of this before. Built with the best. So clearly, they have a very dedicated team. And these are all the team members who are basically on the platform, who are contributing to not only content but also for the active growth and development of Audius. There are many popular names like Steve Aoki, Katy Perry, Deadmau, Nas, Jason Derulo, as well as Shrillex. So these are all some of the main artists who actively contribute on Audius, right? So Audius listens to artists, so they are basically catering towards fans as well as artists. So if you are an artist and if you have a suggestion, they will be gladly willing to accept that and integrate that with their platform, right? So some of the benefits that you get from Audius is HQ audio, so high quality audio, free forever. Obviously, you don't have to pay a single penny for this. In fact, you get paid to use the platform. Exclusive content, this is obviously currently in the works, and you can get exclusive content by staking Audius tokens in the future as well, right? So if you scroll further below, this is their mobile app, and it looks pretty clean and sleek. 320 kbps streaming for free. That the way your music should be heard. So clearly, they're appealing to the music lovers out there. Featured content, so you can clearly see the featured content that they have right now. Some of these are very popular, and a lot of these have fast-growing audiences around them. Finally, a modern streaming service designed with artists in mind. So that's what a lot of artists are mentioning, and you can join the community by accessing the social media information, as well as if you have a particular artist in mind, you can search for them, and most likely they probably will be on Audius, right? So they have remix contests and merch store, all of these tools to help the audiences as well as fans, as well as the artists to get engaged, experience the freedom, sign up for free, Audius, start listing. So clearly they have a very good website that is definitely appealing and draws in a lot of newer fans as well as artists from around the world, right? So they have the social media information at the bottom of the page, along with information that you need to use to do your own research, right? So overall, a very fast-growing platform which has a huge potential in the future. Let's go to the CoinMarketCap page for this token. This token is currently ranked around 134th by ranking on CoinMarketCap, and it's currently trading at around 25 cents at the time of making this video, with a 3.77% decrease in the past 24 hours. So clearly, this token is getting dumped, which is the best time to buy this token, because if you see a few days to about a week back, Coinbase made the announcement that Audius will be in their experimental roadmap, which clearly gave a signal that this token will possibly get listed by Coinbase pretty soon. And initially, there was a lot of people who bought this token, thereby increasing the price of this token for the short term. But now, obviously, the dust has settled, and now the token is starting to dump for people who sold their tokens due to the anticipated announcement, right? So now is the best time to buy, because when it's red, this is the best time to buy, right? When you scroll further below, you can see the Ethereum contract address, because Audius is available as an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain as well. It's also available on XDAI, but the main blockchain is Solana, right? So if you scroll further below, you can see the tags wise, they are a Coinbase Ventures portfolio. So that's one of the main reasons why this token is also getting a Coinbase listing. So Coinbase Ventures portfolio, this is something that we also covered in the past as well. The Coinbase Ventures, process, because Coinbase and Binance Labs, both of them have invested in this project. So there's a very high chance that Coinbase is obviously going to list this token, and this is what they're doing. And I think Binance, we already made a video about this, the fact that Audius was about to get a Binance listing, and it did get a Binance listing. So if you want to obviously get up-to-date information about tokens, new tokens that will get a Coinbase or Binance listing, you need to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon and like this video so that a lot of people can access this video as well, right? So market cap wise, again, think about Spotify as well as Google Play Store, Google Music Store, as well as the fact that the music industry is such an enormous industry. So there's a lot of opportunity in the music world to come to the Web3 ecosystem, right? And Audius is pretty much the only major player who is venturing out in this unknown world by themselves. And for a project that has huge potential in the future, in the next 5 to 10 years from now, I can see Audius being one of the go-to names that everybody will be using for listening to music, and artists will pretty much be using only Audius for their content, right? So for a project that has so much potential, the market cap is only $206 million, which is quite a bargain if you ask me. So this is still the best time for you to buy this token, not just for the short-term gains it will get because of Coinbase, but you'll also want to look into holding a little bit of audio for the long term as well, just to get exposure to the Web3 music industry, right? But again, this is not financial advice, that's my personal opinion. Again, the market cap is also shrinking a little bit in the past 24 hours, about 3.72%. With the volume, you can see, even though the volume has considerably decreased in the past 24 hours, close to 50%, but it's still quite high, and there's $13.6 million being traded in the past 24 hours. So clearly there's a lot of volume and liquidity everywhere for you to access audio token, right? And if you scroll further below, you can see the max supply wise, that's one of the biggest negatives of this project. It doesn't have a max supply. This is because of 2 reasons. Obviously, the first thing, as they're a music platform, they are still relatively new, the market cap is new, so they're trying to attract a lot of new users and fans as well as content creators, so they need to generously reward people for using their app, right? So that's one of the main reasons why they don't have supply cap, because if they don't provide generous rewards by minting them, they will probably fade in obscurity, right? The music Web3 industry is still in its extremely early stages, so they're still trying to bring in a lot of newcomers to their platform, and they're paying them in the form of audio tokens, which are minted on a regular basis in order to make this possible. So we clearly can understand that one of the main reasons why they don't really have a supply cap. The other main reason is obviously the fact that they are still trying to outline a lot of things in the future. So clearly there's a lot of incentives that they will be using in the future in order to attract artists as well as fans, and they're trying to reward fans and artists for their contribution. So in order to secure their future as well as the plans that they mentioned on the website, they need to have an infinite supply, which is one of the many ways by which they can attract audience and also retain them for the long term, right? So clearly that's the main reason, which is understandable. But from a tokenomics perspective, a max supply cap not being present is a big problem, because there's a lot of new tokens that will dilute the other token holders' funds, and thereby making this token go in the downward direction or in the sideways action for quite some time, right? So clearly that's one of the main problems that they're facing. Even though the project is fundamentally strong, they need to keep getting more and more users, and they need to start driving adoption in order for them to justify the lack of their max supply. As well as people will start noticing the fact that there's no max supply cap, and therefore they will start dumping the tokens, right? But the circulating supply is 824.6 million tokens already, so quite close to 1 billion tokens as a circulating supply, which is probably one of the reasons why the token's price is quite low as a sticker price, as well as the fact that the market cap is also quite low, because people just dump the tokens and they just move on, right? For now, that's not really great. So for short term, that's going to be bad. But in the long term, again, there's going to be lots of opportunities for this project to explode, even though it doesn't have a max supply, right? And also, if you see, there's going to be a lot of other competitors who will be in this game as well, and they will have a much harder time to compete with Audius. So Audius will probably be the go-to name in the future, right? So even though the short term is bleak, the long term is quite positive, right? So when it comes to the overall charts, we can clearly see that the tokenomics based price slumping has clearly affected this token, that the token is almost at its all-time lows, right? So if you look at the initial price of this token, the token was at 19 cents per token as of 22nd of October 2020, and it started shooting up to the moon, literally, to a price of about $4 per token. So people who bought it at the price of 19 cents made a significant gain when the token reached its first and its current all-time highs of $4, and this was as of 26th of March 2021. But it didn't really stay there for too long because it immediately crashed, reaching a bottom of about 72 cents as of 22nd of June 2021, and then it did a second rally, reaching as high as $3.29 as of 18th of August 2021, and then from there on it was pumping and dumping multiple times, and then it overall started crumbling to a point of 70 cents per token as of 15th of March 2022, and it did one giant peak recently at $1.72 as of 3rd of April 2022, and it literally crashed after that, reaching its current price of 25 cents per token, right? It's close to its all-time low. It's not at its all-time low right now, but it's close to its all-time low. And as you can see from the track record, it has done pretty well in the short term as well as mid-term. It did a really good all-time high of $4, so we can have a baseline on where it can go in the future. And you can clearly see that it did make some multiple gain opportunities for people who want to trade it for the short term, right? So clearly there's short-term and mid-term and long-term opportunities, but the short-term opportunities will probably get hindered depending on market conditions as well as the number of tokens that get injected into the market. And there's also a lot of options for people to kind of like use this token in some DeFi applications as well in Solana. So that will kind of draw the tokens away from the market, thereby making it slightly scarce in an artificial manner, right? But there needs to be a lot of tokens that needs to be taken out of the market in order to increase the price of this token, which won't happen until the next bull run, right? So until the next bull run, I think we'll probably see prices below the 50-cent mark. Even after the Coinbase listing, I don't think the coin will go as high as it was in the past. Maybe it will go a maximum of close to 40 to 45 cents per token before coming back down, right? So if you're trying to buy this token right now, it's definitely a good time to buy this token for people who want to make a short-term gain after the Coinbase listing, where this token can get you at least a maximum of 1x easily. But again, the long-term potential is the main driver for this token, right? Where I can personally feel like this token is going to cross the previous all-time high and go to even like $7 to $8 or close to $10 per token in the next bull rally. But that will take a very long time, and obviously that's going to depend on several other market conditions as well as the fact that if there's any active competitors for this project, which as of my knowledge there's none so far, right? But things change dynamically in the crypto market, so we don't really know what's going to happen next year, right? So clearly, for now, my price prediction is that about 40 to 45 cents per token after the Coinbase listing, and maybe $7, $8 or $10 possibly in the next bull rally, right? When it comes to tokens, a lot of people ask me how much money should they put into this token. So it depends. When it comes to this kind of token, let's purely speak about the fact that this token will get a 1x after Coinbase listing. If you're looking for a short-term gain, then a 1x is the only major option you'll get in the immediate short term after Coinbase listing. So putting at least $1,000 into this token will give you, a maximum of 1x and a minimum of, let's say, a few $100 in profit, right? Let's say this token goes up to 40 cents from this price point, you'll probably get a $200 to $300 minimum, or maybe if we predict a huge volume after the Coinbase listing, you can probably get as high as $900 in profit, or even $1,000, another $1,000 in profit purely, right? But again, that's just the short-term scenario. So I'm going to give 3 price points for long-term scenario, right? For long-term scenario, you can actually put in as little as $100 per token, which will get you a 398 token, as of the current price. And when this token goes up a few x, let's say 10 to 20x easily in the next bull rally, this token will give you $1,000 to $2,000 with just $100 investment, right? This is the safest amount that you can invest in this token to get a possibility of about $900 or even $1,900 in profit, which is pretty cool. But it will take some time. It will take at least a year and a half or two before this token starts pumping again in the next bull rally, right? If you're trying to go a little bit more riskier, again, $1,000 is probably going to be the best option for you. $1,000 would give you 3,988 tokens at the time of making this video, and a 10x or 20x will easily give you $10,000 to $20,000. So you'll be making a possible gain of up to kind of like $19,000 in profit in the next bull rally, but you need to be very patient about that, right? When it comes to the degen play, for people who are willing to believe that this will probably be the next Spotify or next Apple Music Store or whatever popular music platform there is right now, you can put $5,000 if you're a degen play. But again, I'm not recommending anyone to put that much money. If you put it and if you lose it, it's definitely on you because you need to do your own research. But let's say you do put $5,000, right? The tokens that you'd get as of the time I'm making this video is 19,941 tokens. And once it does a minimum of 10 to 20x, which it possibly can do in the next bull rally, you can make $50,000 to even $100,000 just from this token, right? But obviously the potential volatility is quite high, and there's a lot of chances that it will go down before it goes up, so you will be losing sleep a lot. But if you can tolerate all that, and if you believe in this project in the long term, I think this token can easily do a 10 to 20x easily, right, in the next bull rally, which will definitely give you some solid gains, which will probably get you in the 5 figures, right? So that's my price suggestions when it comes to how much money you can put into this token. Again, it's not financial advice. When it comes to the markets itself, this token has a lot of high quality centralized exchanges that have listed this token. Binance has pretty much all major pairs of trading with this token: Bitcoin, BUSD, BTC, the USDT as well as TRY. You can buy this token with any of these kind of tokens on Binance. Getitio, obviously one of my favorite exchanges out there, which is also a place where you can get really good low market cap gems that will pump to easily 100x, 50x to 100x easily. So if you want to get a Getitio account, use the link in the description, right? So Getitio is also the best place for you to buy this token from. KuCoin, FTX, Huobi Global, Binance.us, and so on and so forth. Gemini, Kraken, Poloniex. So a lot of major centralized exchanges have listed this token. With the Coinbase listing, the token, as predicted, it won't do a lot of excess, but it'll probably at least do a 40 to 45 cent per token price point, right? So you can easily get this token from multiple major centralized exchanges. You can also do arbitrage trading, because there's a good opportunity to do arbitrage trading between different centralized exchanges, as well as with Uniswap as well, where you can get this token from Uniswap using the Ethereum blockchain and sell it on some major centralized exchanges for a good arbitrage trading profit. But again, that's also an option that you can have, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? As I mentioned, this token is a really, really strong long-term play. It's not a good short-term play because I don't think you'll get a lot from the Coinbase listing, but you can make a lot if you hold on to it for the next bull rally or two, right? The immediate price prediction is 40 to 45 cents after the Coinbase listing, and then distant price prediction is a 10 to 20x, which will give this token like a 20 close to it will probably reach like $7, $8 or $10 per token, which will be more than 20x, and you can easily make some really, really good gains from this token in the long term, right? So now to go to the important section, which is how did I know that this token will get a Coinbase listing soon. So the first thing that I did, again, I went to CoinMarketCap's page and I searched for CoinMarketCap's Coinbase Ventures portfolio section in the categories. And as you can see in the tags, this token is a Coinbase as well as Binance Labs investment. So clearly, this token had a guaranteed opportunity for getting listed on Coinbase and Binance, and that's one of the main ways by which I initially predicted how this token will get a Coinbase listing, right? Another way by which I know that this token is going to get a Coinbase listing is if you go to Twitter and search for Coinbase Assets, which is at Coinbase Assets. They are basically a Twitter page that's handled by Coinbase, where they inform people about tokens that they're planning to eventually list on Coinbase, right? Which is called Roadmap. and they add tokens on a regular basis to their roadmap, which at a 99.9% of the time get a Coinbase listing. Even though it's not 100% guaranteed, it mostly, and based on my track record, pretty much every token that they have on their experimental roadmap, they do get a Coinbase listing, right? So if you scroll here in the Coinbase assets page, you can easily see that they made an announcement on September 6th, literally on the screen right now, where they have added several tokens to the roadmap, right? Convex, Ocean Protocol, Pundi X, Injector Protocol, Audius, and Xmon. So we covered each of these tokens on a daily basis, and Audius is the token that we're covering today. Tomorrow we'll be covering the Xmon token. So this is one of the many ways by which I predict a particular token or a coin to get a Coinbase or Binance listing, right? So clearly this is not the only means by which I do this. I've obviously mentioned to you two techniques. The first one is obviously through Twitter, and the second technique is through CoinMarketCap's page itself, where you can find tokens that get a Coinbase or Binance listing potentially because of the Coinbase Ventures investment or Binance Labs investment, right? So now that you got this alpha, I highly recommend you to subscribe if you want to know more alphas like this, because no other channel provides this on YouTube. You can also hit the like button and hit the bell notification so that you can get notified immediately, because timing is very important if you want to make money in crypto, as well as stocks, as well as NFTs. So make sure that you click the bell icon to get up-to-date information immediately after I upload a video, right? So again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.